With the M-715 5-quarter concept, Jeep somehow turned the already perfect M-715 military truck into something even perfecter. Among modifications that contributed to bringing this Jeep into the pantheon of legendary concept Jeeps is the Hellcrate engine. Here's how it sounds. There's really not much I can add to the video above. The over 700 horsepower 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 Hellcrate sounds better at idle than the standard 2020 Jeep Gladiator sounds at redline. That's not saying much, since naturally aspirated V6s are among the most boring sounding motors out there, but the Hellcrate is the total opposite. It's raw, combining the throaty roar of a V8 with the sinister high-pitched sound of a blower. It's perfect, and so is pretty much the whole truck, while plenty of project vehicles have roots on Craigslist. It's not very often an OEM build starts that way. Yet that's the case with the righteously badass rig you see here. A 1968 Kaiser Jeep M715 plucked from the Carolinas by Jeep designer Chris Piscitelli and almost completely overhauled from a Vietnam-era military mule into the star of the 2019 Moab Easter Jeep Safari. While the shape and general layout of the truck is familiar to anyone who's seen an M715, very little of the vintage example went untouched. One of those elements is the windshield, but the surround was chopped by 3.5 inches and a custom soft top was created to fit the lower greenhouse. The bed was tossed in favor of a new 6-foot box fabricated from aluminum and outfitted with gin and tonic jerry cans, water jet cut panels, and strips of red oak lining the floor to bring a bit of richness. The tail lamps now have LED innards, while on the sides the rocker panels have been replaced with rock rails and Mazda Miata door handles are used on the tops of the doors. All front body panels are formed from carbon fiber. The brushed metal look is a vinyl wrap chosen to match the bed. The grille of the M715 is more upright than it seems, so in order to get the shark nose look he desired, Piscitelli canted its top edge forward by an additional 1.5 inches or so. Finally, the headlamps are rigid LED bars installed in a Gladiator Rubicon bumper, and the original headlight buckets now house high-intensity KC off-road lights. Those lights sit just ahead of the Hellcrate V8, the off-the-shelf version of the 6.2-liter supercharged V8 of Hellcat fame, making more than 700 horsepower and hooked to an automatic transmission. The 5-quarter, the name is a reference to the M715's 1.25-ton payload rating, sits on the refurbished original frame, but its overall length is shorter, the wheelbase is increased slightly, and the axles are wider by 2 or so inches. Those pieces, by the way, are Dynatrac Pro Rock lockers, a 60 up front and an 80 at the rear, with 4.88 gears. They're painted gold, and the top of the rear diff has a sticker with Yukon Cornelius from the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stop-motion special slapped on top. The interior has been as thoroughly reworked as the outside, with Piscitelli citing the P-51 Mustang as an influence on its red lighting and green paint color. The steering wheel is a custom piece with a vintage center, while the seats are JL Wrangler units wrapped in distressed leather and modified without headrests for a super cool low-back look. The dashboard and door inners have been perforated with the same water jet technique used on the bed, and the M715's light switch now actuates the lockers. The original data plaques are screwed to the center console, which incorporates an 8-71 supercharger casing as the housing for the transfer case and transmission levers. Just after the cab is the original pass-through used to hold stretchers, it's now serving as the 5-quarters glove box. Thoroughly reimagined and painstakingly considered, the 5-quarter immediately joins the mighty FC and J12 concepts from 2012 and the Wagoneer Road Trip from 2018 among our absolute favorites among Jeep's Easter Safari builds. A sort of hot rod counterpart to the more traditional 2018 Crew Chief 715, it's a script-flipped take on a piece of Jeep heritage that still pays proper respect to truck on which it's based. That truck, by the way, topped out at 43 miles per hour when PSG Telly first took it for a spin. Something tells us the 5-quarter can go a hell of a lot faster than that. A lucky few will get to confirm this when the truck heads to Moab for the 2019 Safari.